Hello, 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 and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And here today we are back as um the Empire of Japan. Yes, yes indeed. We still only have 7 provinces. We have 24 ships. I'm pretty sure the Chinese Empire has, yeah, double the ships that we have. But from what I understand, they also have they're not as strong as us because they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 12 different fleets, and we're gonna have like 3. And all of our boats can be in one fleet, so they have double the ships, but like 4 times the fleets. We should be fine. Just to test out that theory here, because there's a single boat right here that we can get rid of. Single boat. The question is, do I want to attack them immediately or no? We are going to have to wait, because the Army Force is 12,000 there. Army Force is 6,000 in here. But I'm looking more at north and eastern China. It's only has 65,000. Something I've noticed that looks like maybe a glitch. 31,000, 47,000 here. And then there's 148,000 here. We're not beating 148,000. Or 190,000, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous amounts of troops. Not really realistic either. Right here, we only have 13,000 with another 20,000. These are very unpopulated though, so that makes sense. Except for South Hokkaido is fairly populated. Fairly. You have North Honshu, which only has 63,000 army force. Which kind of makes me angry because for some reason, somehow this 3.3 million, 3.4 million has over 190,000 in a single province. Meanwhile, we are struggling to get anything more than 70,000. It's really dumb to me, but, you know, is what it is, it is what it is. Come on. Okinawa Islands. 10,000 men for our army force. I don't know how that works. This is my first playthrough. First game. We're choosing to play it as Japan. Fortunately, okay. We're gonna want to be friends with somebody. And I'm not too sure who quite yet. I feel like I want to attack them. Well, we'll see. Who's friendly and who's not friendly with Spain? The US is the first person we want to be friends with. I was thinking about upping our maximum shipyard size, except for the small fact that this is going to cost us, like, stupid amounts of money. Unless if I just do this right here. I think this is another glitch in the system. I don't know how. I don't know if this game is. It's not 100% complete, but I also know it's not broken either. So I'm not 100% sure in anything. We're building 13 ships. Hmm. Jinsu. I really do like the Jinsu. I'm pretty sure this is the only one that's actually, is it the Jinsu? No, I lied. It's the Hikari. Hikari is the only one that's actually built efficiently. I think we're good to just... Yeah. Oh, they're torpedo boats. Okay. I'm thinking that we can just head right on to the next turn. I might be wrong on this. We'll see. So I have how many years till I should be fighting China? Let me see. Okay, we have about 4 years. Okay. You know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. We just sold a fleet to where in the hell are these guys going? They're all collecting in a single place. I don't like that. Let's hmm. You know, a lot of these are already majority built. Okay. I don't think we're allowed to, yeah. They're already sold. Oh wow, what's this one? Why is it so cheap? Some of these are really cheap. Oh, I see. Maizuru. Are we allowed to tell them to attack? What are we allowed to do? Oh, we can view? What does view do? Is this view location or is this view oh wow, it's really overweight. It's 3,172. I wonder if it just views it in dockyard. There you go. Okay. That's interesting. Iwate. Bulkheads many. Does have a single cannon in the front. Oh yeah, that's right. I love secondary guns. I love a bunch of secondary guns on there. 12 of them. Unfortunately, I forgot to make them 80mm guns. Which is kind of fine, because it's not that important on this, but because it does have two stupidly large guns, and then two secondary guns that are easily able to take care of most things. Where is the... Are those the 112s in the back? They probably are the 112s in the back. Or maybe they're up here. I can't tell. Because I'm pretty sure I put them... Or maybe I put them up here. I'm not... I can't remember. I can't remember. So our slow fleet, we technically have two different, well, maybe three different fleets, but two main fleets that, fleet ideas that we're thinking about. We have the fast fleet, and then we have the slow fleet. Let's see, port. I can show you. So, the fast fleet can go roughly... Okay. It consists of the Hikari, the Tone, and technically the torpedo boats. Torpedo boats are always supposed to travel with somebody, but technically a torpedo boat. Probably something more like the Kata, because the Kuri would be going specifically only out with the Tone. I didn't realize the Tone was actually so heavily flippin' armed compared to most other boats here. Because 129mm is actually larger than the Hikari. thing. So in being Maizuru Sasebo. I think we're just going to get everybody in Sasebo. Probably not Naha. I don't know where this is. Matsuyama. But I do know Maizuru. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's Matsuyama. Tsuna Shikoku Sasebo is yes. So Yokosuka is near Tokyo. Okay, Wakanai and Muroran is Hokkaido. And China produces oil in this game. I'm not too sure how accurate that is. I know it's not inaccurate. There's a lot more inaccurate things than that, but China did have some oil production, but it wasn't a lot. I want to fight these fleets. Oh, we can. Hold on a minute. We can... Am I thinking of a different game? I probably am thinking of a different game. Take 2 Jinsus, Zasho. I think I'm getting it mixed up with a different game, but I want to set up a fleet military exercise. warns their head of admiralty, Siegfried Popper von Fautz, for his excessive naval expenditures. Ooh, nice. Are they going back to port? It doesn't look like I can... Hmm. It doesn't look like I can actually interact with the, minor nations, which is rather unfortunate. It's nice, it's nice. The more this goes up, the better. Transport capacity helps to increase your GDP, basically. Hmm. I need China to get angry at me. Angry enough that they mess up and start trying to go to war or something. You know, we only have one task force. Alright, so... That's interesting. I'm fine with the negative balance for now, because we're doing something with that negative balance. For some really weird reason, we are having a lot of problems with the Russians, but not nearly as many problems with the Chinese. Nice. They want another battleship? I cannot do that right now. That's unfortunate. What do you mean a mixed effect? Hey guys, you guys at home, stop being angry, okay? We're ready for this war, okay? We are 110% ready for this war. Stop whining, alright? We will crush the Chinese, it will be fine. Oh. Huh. Do they have their full fleet out right now? What is right there? We're right here. What is this? Yeah, that's like a whole fleet right there. I don't know if I can really contend with either of these at the minute. I can contend with this. This is what my fleet is currently out to maneuver against. Go back to Sasebo. We can't afford to do too much. You up there? These are just... Yokosuka. Who is here? What waters is this? I see. Hmm. .2. There we go. .4. For his excessive naval expenditures. Interesting. So are these guys just running out of money? Is that what that's saying? Like, hey, stop running out of money, you guys. You fools. -4 engine weight. Nice. We might want to try to use that in a couple of ships. Mostly in things like the kata, the kuri, maybe the jinsu, the tone. Probably not the zashu. Maybe the Tsukibe, and maybe the Shikimaru. Maybe Hikari. Yeah, definitely the Hikari. Definitely Jinsu. Let's see how... see how this works. Because I can't refit it, which is annoying. The engine weight is supposed to be 4% less. And if the engine's like 20 tons in this, it's only going to be like a 1 ton reduction. Yeah. Hmm. Probably not on this version. 207. No, wait, this is the slow version, right? Yeah, this is the slow version. So, this is supposed to be the slower, the heavier version. It unfortunately is not heavier, and it is it's lighter. I do have an idea for it though. Probably get rid of the funnel and see what we can do with more expensive. That's fine. Engine efficiency 1.5. So 26 should just be better for the engine efficiency. Let's see what else. Oh, we want to make the gun bigger itself. And side guns are bigger. We want to make the long gun bigger. And for this one, we're going to increase. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of weight in just torpedoes. Oh, it's like 20 tons. Okay. Because in that entire weight, torpedoes, they're great. They do a lot of damage, but these things really can barely launch more than 1 or 2 torpedoes. It's not worth it to try. There you go. It's a little bit more expensive. Throw a bigger gun on it. What else? It has 2 funnels, but they're more efficient. Yeah, yeah, I'm satisfied with this. I don't even think this could go on there. Oh, these are pretty heavy in and of themselves. That's interesting. Could try to have it go a little bit faster if I wanted to, but the whole point of this is that it's not as fast. My bad. Yeah. I think this should be good. A little bit bigger of a gun, has a bit more range, just does a bit more damage. Fortunately, we can only do, yeah, 15-inch torpedoes. There's other things I would like to do, but they just add so much. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say they just add so much weight, but they actually don't. So if you look at this, does that change anything? I kind of want to increase the bulkheads in just this variant alone, because it's supposed to be the sturdier option, and the 81 millimeters I found are just a lot more reliable. It's a lot better of a gun to have. They do more damage. These ships, they're not very effective compared to the Kuri. The katas are not as effective as the Kuri, but I'm gonna just change a few things and hopefully we can get that going. It's interesting. Alright. I just saved it. What do you mean, exit without saving? Kata 2. The Kuri. What do I want to do with the Kuri? Because the Kuri, I know for a fact, has more torpedoes in its torpedo tube. Let's check. Oh, also standard points. That's interesting. Yep. Fun enough. I do kind of want to add a second funnel on there. 22.3 versus 13.9. Actually, we'll just do that. It just looks better. You should have, yeah, increased torpedoes. So this one weighs a lot more. However, we can even do that just to see how much more it weighs. So it goes from 16 to what, 27? That's 11 tons of torpedoes. Wow. So a little bit of increase there. We will keep it at the 76mm gun there. This will stay 40mm. Remember, these are tiny guns. They do have enhanced reloading, which is interesting. That would kind of be the only thing we'd want from this, wouldn't it? Because we're not changing the guns on this one. Doesn't have armor. We don't need more bulkheads. Could we maybe squeeze in a bit more speed? Is that greedy? I think that would be greedy. We're already increasing the price by about $3,000. The maintenance seems to not change. Oop. The maintenance seems to not change at all, but it is more expensive. Okay, I guess that's fine. A bit more expensive, but it might have gone down in maintenance, which would be amazing, honestly, in my opinion. Nope, it went up by like $30. It's kind of funny. The Kata became way more expensive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Probably. Maybe the battleship and all of these guys? Maybe? I'm not 100% set on that. The Zashu I kind of want to just leave alone for a while. Let's see. We'll leave these two alone. The Tone we definitely want to keep up to date. The Tone is going to be saving at least, I'm going to go out and say 5 tons. Probably 5 tons on the engine. we have a ton of weight to actually mess around with here. Yeah, 304 tons just for the engine itself. What? Oh, there we go. 304 turns into 298. That's 6 tons. 6 tons. And honestly, let's say more like 50. 50 tons to mess around with here. 2. What is this? We do have more space for them. I'm thinking, I'm sorry. Better turn rate. I think that's everything we want for there itself. Many bulkheads on this? I don't think we need that many bulkheads. I don't think we need to save any armor or take any armor off of. We are going to actually... Hold on. Why is this... It's interesting. Are these casemates? That's probably why. Yeah, they're casemates, that's why. It's 110% why. Where are they? Those are 81mm guns. Here they are. Oh, they're rear facing. Okay. They're supposed to cover the rear. Yeah. Alright. You know what? That's fine. 100mm on the side. Depends. What can this guy penetrate? 131mm. 109 there. Okay, so 100mm is not great, but it's not terrible either. Do we have composite armor or just normal armor? Or the compound? We have compound armor, which is actually pretty good. It means that our 100mm acts a lot more like, yeah. 100mm probably acts more like, 135. I think this is sufficient. Unless I can... Can I? You can just chalk this right full of guns. I don't think we need to, though. Yeah, I don't think we need to. This should be fine. Let me see. With the Jinsu here. And the very few that actually have... I don't think we're going to save a lot of money if we do the engine for this one. Only because the engine on this only takes up 135 tons, and the cost reduction in that would only be 4-ish tons. That's not doing a whole lot. At least not for a design like this. Although I do have a bunch of 51mm guns that I could and probably should switch on over to yeah. Just chuck on some more guns on it. Because we want to tone these down to 40mm. Just to have something that can deal with torpedo boats and dish out a lot of small damage, but I think we'll wait. We will wait. Oh, it doesn't have any torpedoes either. That's something else we could do. Shrink these 6 guns, throw in some torpedoes, and shrinking the engine. I think we'll still do it later. We might do it after we get upgraded torpedoes or some sort of upgrade for our torpedoes, because that would give us an excuse to actually throw in those torpedoes. Because it's only 135 pounds. The other one was saving 6 pounds. Because it was like 300 tons. Or 6 tons, because it was like 300. So right here, we are 707 tons. We can save a good chunk of that just by clicking this refit button. We just saved like 10 tons from the engine alone. Amazing. So we got our 112s, two 50mm. Let's do 50mm there. Are they the only rearward facing gun right now? They are. Bulkheads many. This is a Hikari. We don't need that many bulkheads. What happens if I do that? We need 6.5 kilometers. Oh wow. We got more range from it. That's kind of funny. I don't think the 45.9 actually does a whole lot of damage though. Which is the only unfortunate part. Oh, we have armor on these things. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's right. These are... When I say, why does that have no armor? Well, you gotta remember, this is the only thing that's not in a case. Like, this isn't a case. Like, it's encased in metal. This gun is. This gun is encased in metal. This... my bad. This gun is practically just slapped onto the side of the ship. It's on its little desk there. So you have to put a plate of sheet metal protecting the gun. Put a little something there, but honestly, there's not much that's gonna... It's not really gonna do anything. Main deck should be like 10. Okay. That should do well. Alright. I think... we'll just do Shikimaru. And that should be the last ship that we do. Because Shikamaru is going to lose, like, I'm gonna say it has like 2,000 tons. So it's gonna lose at least 8. Should lose something like 80. Well, probably not 80, but probably more around 20. Yeah, 1,600, that's gonna lose like 30 tons. 30 tons just got saved from that. It's not huge, but it's not bad either. For underwater torpedoes. Good old big guns. What else? Do we have... There we go. We have forward-facing guns here. I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to save that weight real quick. I think we can call it there. Bit of a nothing burger of an episode. I don't know. I don't like skipping around. Not too much anyways. It's a little bit more expensive. But it's also the same exact weight. I think we'll wait to do any of that. Well, aren't you just friends with everybody? Italy? I almost said Italia. You mean Italia? What's wrong with me? Check. Fleet. I can't believe Argentina just, like, right off rip, just started buying our battleships. They should have started buying our cruisers or something first. Recent evidence that foreign espionage targets our navy. I don't know, I kind of like the unrest. Harris King. Oh? The Ottomans, I guess they're struggling now. Special army operations, alright. Let's see. In 5 months, we should have a good amount of our um, port back. For some reason, the Russians really just don't like us. They just don't like us existing, they don't like us breathing. Let's see. Two more months there. But these are for torpedo ships, right? Oh, no, these are for tallnets. Okay. I'm just trying to see when we can have a bunch of free naval capacity to just start updating all of these ships. Because I really, really, really do want to have some good capacity on all of them. Yeah, some of these have scary fleets. And then you have us. Our army should be increasing like crazy. Where is our entire army? The army has like 1.6 billion in it right now. Our budgets are almost the same. Never mind, I lied. Everyone has crazy funds for the Navy. $1 billion. Jeez Louise. Disrespected? Ooh. Logistics 2, 6, 8, 15. dependent on the number of controlled. Where is the part where it says... Interesting. There we go. Higher than 100%. Your GDP receives bonuses. During war, you will start to have an economic impact, which loss if it's lower under 100%. Okay, there we go. So 100% is everything's chill. 80% is only 80% of your goods are reaching where they need to go. And then 150% is like 150% of more than what you need for everything to go where it needs to go. If that makes sense. So if I boost this, yeah, it gives me more or less. Interesting. I just want this to go up by 0.5, and then I'll adjust them later when we actually finally start to have an agreement. So in 2 turns we should have a huge amount of navy opening up. There's also a ton of technology that we have to worry about as well. Point 4 with Russia. I don't understand. How is China decreasing the tensions? Okay, let me see. Let me go to finance real quick. That should be going good. GDP is going up by a crazy amount. What else? Monthly naval budget, 39 million. Three months there, 3 months there, 1 month here, 2 months there. So we should be having a ton. I do mean a bunch being freed up in 2 months. Because in 1 month we'll have over 3,000 being freed up. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I want 13-inch guns. I kind of want to launch an invasion. But I know that they're being protected by the British, so we really can't do that right now. We should have ships, yep, up and ready. It should be commissioned in 1 month. Well, we already have 10,000 freed up there. Was it the Hikari that we did? I feel like we did the Jinsu and the Hikari. Hmm. Oh, okay. I see. $1 million a month. It's gonna cost $1 million to refit all of those ships. We're good. We're good on that. These should be... Never mind. I was gonna say, these should be a lot cheaper, but, they're only a tad bit cheaper. It's still $1 million. Hmm. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we'll go to 1891. Interesting. Building more and more ships that are simply not really ours. Not ours in the normal sense, I should say. Because they are still technically our ship. Hmm. I think we're gonna refit some of these first. Let's check the finances real quick. Why? Why so much? Why so many? Okay. Move that back by $1 billion. Let's see if we stop losing money when we're not producing ships. I don't know about that. We're already losing quite a big chunk of change. Goodness gracious, no. It's like 3 battleships that they've bought so far. And I have a feeling I'm not getting that money. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here. If you like the video, please throw a like. If you like content like this, check out the channel. I don't usually make things that are this uneventful, so please do check out the other videos. Most importantly, I hope you have a nice day, or at least try to have a nice day, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.